Hello everyone, this is Rose. Today's topic from the Book of Life is Crooks have all the answers, so they think. What to do when one of your family members is a crook with an influence on your child. Let's take a look at this short story from the Book of Life. A mother with 10 kids raises her kids to become go-getters. She instills in her 6 boys and 4 daughters the importance of not looking to receive a handout, but to be diligent in finding honest ways in providing for their needs. She lived and raised her kids by the phrase, "If a man doesn't work, he doesn't eat." Her oldest 5 kids, which consist of 3 boys and 2 daughters, were enrolled in government summer jobs every year, starting at the age of 14 until they graduated from high school. Her 7th child, Richard, looked up to his older siblings. He desperately wanted to follow in their footsteps. However, Richard was too young for the government summer program. So Richard decided to get a paper route at the age of 12. Richard would get up at 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning to deliver newspapers before going to school and on the weekends. He used his older brother's bike to make his deliveries. On weekends, after delivering the newspaper, Richard would go to the local grocery stores to help customers carry groceries to their cars and return the shopping cart back to the store. The customers would tip Richard for his service. Richard never missed a weekend standing outside the grocery store helping customers. It did not matter if the temperature was below zero with snow piled sky high. Richard was faithful. Just like his siblings, Richard used his money to help his mom feed and clothe her kids. There were times Richard would come home upset because some of the older boys in the neighborhood would rob him of his tips before he can make it home. Richard made a deal with his younger brother, who was 18 months younger than him, yet his younger brother was twice his size. He asked his younger brother, Lawrence, to become his bodyguard for 1/4 of his tips. Richard and Lawrence were now a team. Lawrence would hit rocks with his bat as Richard worked. Richard never had a problem with anyone robbing him again. As Richard grew older, not only did he learn great work ethics from his mother, but he also learned from the neighborhood guys who used to rob him. Richard was never without a pocket full of money. In high school, he dressed in the latest fashion and would at times pick up food from the local mom and pop restaurant for his siblings. When asked by his older siblings how did he make large amounts of money doing small odd jobs, Richard would never tell. He would say, "Mind your own business as I share the fruit of my labor with you. Just enjoy," Richard would say. The mother of 10 never questioned her kids on how they made their money after graduating from high school. She believed they were following the same honest principles she had instilled in them as kids. Little did she know all were except Richard. After graduation, they all found professional skill jobs. Some after attending college, others after receiving training through a government program. Richard had several different skill jobs throughout the years. Although he never got married or lived with anyone, him and his longtime girlfriend had a son together. Richard continued to live the good life. He bought a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, as well as several expensive cars and motorcycles. Richard is known also as the favorite uncle among his nieces and nephews. Regardless of how financially stable his siblings were, he would take his nieces and nephews school shopping for the latest brand name clothes, throwing them birthday parties, buying them the latest games, and always giving them an allowance. Richard's siblings often asked him how is it that he makes so much money on jobs that other people on the same type of job do not make. Richard has always been a fast talker. He will make you believe the sky is purple when you could clearly see it was blue. He would give them a fast talk explanation that did not make sense. Richard's sister Barbara did not agree with her brother showering her kids with gifts that they did not earn. It went against the morals and values she was trying to instill in them. She wanted her kids to learn the same honest work ethics that she learned growing up. It was difficult for her to reward her kids for good grades and for doing their chores when her brother was sneaking and buying them gifts. It was also difficult for her to reprimand her kids for not having good grades or not doing their chores when her brother was sneaking and buying them things. Barbara would find new shoes under her kids' bed or new clothes hidden in the garage. One time she comes home from work and the kids have a new TV, a new stereo, and a new DVD player in their room. Barbara forbidden her brother to come to her house when she wasn't there. Of course, Richard ignored his sister's request and kept being the favorite uncle who showered her kids with whatever they wanted. By the time Richard was released from jail for the second time for grand theft, Barbara felt her kids were old enough to have a heart-to-heart talk with them regarding their uncle's criminal activities. She felt her kids was old enough to handle the truth. She believed telling them the truth would help them understand why she did not want them accepting gifts and money from Richard behind her back without her having any knowledge, as well as accepting money that was not properly earned and money that they should not have because they did not earn it. Barbara's 3 oldest kids understood and honored their mother's wishes. However, her youngest child, Chris, looked up to his uncle with admiration. He slowly developed his uncle's fast-talking, thieving ways. Chris married a woman who was streetwise. Chris loved impressing his wife with stories about his uncle. His wife and uncle became friends. Chris was happy to see his uncle and wife collaborating on how to increase money using street skills. He was proud of his small family street skills. He wore it like it was a badge of honor. He taught his son how to steal the kids' arcade tickets as they were playing the games and were not aware that his son was dropping to the floor, pretending to tie his shoe as he snatches their tickets coming out of the machine. It did not matter if these tickets only served a purpose of getting a cheap toy that did not last a full day. Chris took pride in his son being able to take the tickets without it being noticed by the other kids. Chris also took pride in his son putting a candy bar in his pants before running out the store and getting away with it. He would intentionally buy his son pants a size bigger so that they would sag. Each time one of Chris' siblings would ask him why his son never wears a belt or where did he learn about stealing, Chris' fast-talking explanation left them with a puzzled why did I ask look on their face. Richard and Chris were skilled in providing thieving solutions to every general conversation they have with people. Even if these two legally had a right in attaining a financial gain, they would still go about receiving the gain using deception. These two has become the jack of all trades when it comes to skills in being deceitful. Hopefully, this story helps someone in knowing one must be cautious in who influences their child in actions and in words. As parents, we have to monitor the influence of someone's actions around our kids as well as the words of knowledge they hear from someone other than us. Because faith comes by hearing. Faith comes by hearing. So the words that is spoken into our kids' spirit, it becomes something that is livable to them, something that they believe in, something that they trust, something that they feel is truthful. Our kids will mimic what they see and hear. Where do you want your kids' faith to dwell from? When one's hearing is from a bad source, so will their perception on the truth of life. Hit the thumbs up and click on the subscribe button to receive notifications of more articles from the Book of Life. Be blessed and safe. Peace.